right, travel opens minds and expands horizons, and cruises can be a great way to see the world. But is it for you? Well, here to help answer that question, please welcome travel expert Jennifer Weatherhead Harrington.
Hey, Jennifer.
First of all, I love your name. Very official, very fancy.
Good name.
Weatherhead Harrington. All right, welcome to the show. All right, so we're going to talk about cruises. Now, I'm a bit of a cruise connoisseur. I've been on 16 cruises.
16?
I know.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a few cruises.
That's a lot.
And I know it's very polarizing. People either love cruises or they hate them. So how do you know if cruising is right for you?
I would say that if you want to go on a cruise, you should be someone who is looking to do those organized tours. It's kind of like an all-inclusive on the water.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about things, right? Everything
Yes.
is kind of planned out for you.
Yeah.
It's also really great for families or multi-generational travel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So there's something to do for everyone. You know,
Yeah.
whether that's on the ship or an excursion off the boat,
Yeah.
there are tons of opportunities for you to see things. And another thing is, if you really want to see a lot of destinations in a short amount of time, if you're someone who's checking off cities and countries
Yeah.
on your list, this is a great option for you.
Oh.
And you don't have to worry about renting a car where you're going to get your next meal. There's always food. There's always something to
Exactly.
do. And then if you lose somebody, there's no panic.
Right.
They're on the boat somewhere. They're somewhere. All right, so you can board a cruise easily in cities across Canada. In your opinion, what are some of the best cruises to take?
So I actually think cruising within Canada or leaving from a Canadian port is amazing because you get to see incredible cities in Canada and other places, but also incredible natural beauty. So if you're from the East Coast, there are really great cruises that are around 7 days. They'll take you through New England and then up around through the
Look at that
Maritimes.
ship.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's really incredible. So you'll start out in Boston, go in through Maine, and then go up to Halifax,
Cool.
hit up Charlottetown, and then to finish it off, you'll go down the St. Lawrence River and end in Quebec.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think it to start in our own country when you think of a cruise, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And even for if you're centrally located in Canada,
Yeah.
leaving out of Montreal is also a great option. So you, again, go up the St. Lawrence River, and you can actually go around Newfoundland. So you can stop at St. John's, and there are even these tiny little French islands in the middle of the Maritimes that you'll hit up as well.
Cool.
Oh, that's really cool. And look at that ship.
Look at
I
that
wanna go on.
ship.
I want that's number 17 right there. Right there.
And if you're on the West Coast, it's really incredible, too, because you get a chance to see Alaska. So if you start out in
Yeah.
Vancouver
Yeah.
and then you head north, you can stop by the Glacial Bay National Park
Look
and then
at that.
end in Anchorage. And
Yeah.
it's incredible. You can see whales. It's really, you will not be disappointed with
My
that
mother
cruise.
went on that cruise, and she didn't take us because she didn't want us to ruin her peace and quiet. And she said it was her favorite cruise of all the cruises we've ever been on.
I have not heard anyone say
was the-
anything bad about a cruise.
Yeah, she said it was
to
absolutely
Surprising.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Really surprising. So, I mean, cruising is big business, right? And there are a couple trends that you've identified in the cruising world. The first one is healthy cruises.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people associate cruising with big buffets and putting on those cruise
Because that's what
towns.
happens,
That's what you
Jennifer.
do,
That's
isn't
what
it?
happens.
It can happen, but there are also healthy options if you're a little bit more aware.
True.
So cruise lines do offer healthy retreats and cruises. The excursions are more fitness-based, active. You can even do yoga on the deck.
Awesome.
Wow.
And they always combine things with their spa as well, so you can do wellness packages and really get like a spiritual experience
Spiritual
as well.
retreat
That's
on a
awesome.
boat. Very cool. Now, the next one is millennial river cruising.
And-
Really?
Yeah.
Cruising with millennials? Is everybody
It's
going to be
true.
on their phone?
Well, probably. That's the point.
Instagramming the photos.
That's the point.
Hey.
So it used to always be that river cruising was for retirees, someone who has a lot of money to kind of spend in a little bit more time. But
Yeah.
millennials are spending tons of money in the travel market, and cruise lines have recognized this. So they're gearing cruises and different excursions for the 21 to 45-year-old set.
21 to 45.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but your excursions are a little bit different. They're a lot more adventurous. You'll be doing bar hopping. They have fun things like drum circles.
Now you're in,
Okay,
right?
I'm listening.
Drum circles on the deck.
Yeah.
Silent discos. So anything that's
You said
Instagrammable.
a silent disco?
Silent
A silent
What's
disco.
a silent disco?
So you have headphones on, and you hear the music, and you dance. No one else hears your music. You just hear your music.
Why?
It's just fun. 'cause you can be
millennials.
free.
Millennials are weird,
They're
huh?
weird, man. What is that about? Okay.
So that's why it's a millennial cruise.
I'm going to have
Yeah.
a silent interview with you right now. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, the next one is cruise ships are going big.
Really big.
Aren't they always big?
Bigger.
They're getting
Bigger?
And bigger. Some of the biggest cruise ships are going to be launching this year. And we're not talking just in terms of how many people are going to fit on that cruise ship. They have things like laser tag, bike lanes, and actual...
On the boat?
On the boat.
Oh, no,
tracks
that's awesome.
on the boat. So there are tons of amenities and activities for you to do. There's
Yeah.
virtual reality, all
Cool.
kinds of really cool things. And they're actually getting even bigger and bigger. I think we have a picture of one that is 18 decks high.
Wow.
Which
Oh,
is
yes.
almost as
Look
tall.
at that. You know what? And because I've been on so many cruises, When you pull up to the dock, if you're not on the biggest boat, you have major ship envy. You're like, what are we doing on this rinky-dinky dolphin? Look at that! How come we didn't book that one?
That one's almost as tall as the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That is
so that's a pretty cool thing to say.
It's like a floating city.
Now, if you say you get bored on cruises and you get bored on something like that...
Well, I wanted the 18-story one. That's the one I want.
You can go on a different story every day.
Okay. And then the last trend is expedition adventures with luxury.
Yes. So if you want to be comfortable, but you still want to technically rough it, as in going to see remote destinations in Greenland, Antarctica, Alaska, you can still do these things, but still have total luxury. So you'll get to go to a spa after you spend a day with the penguins out there on the ice. You can go to the beautiful spa. They have gourmet restaurants.
That's my idea of roughing it.
It's like glamping.
Go see all the stuff. Come back to your nice suite. Get a good massage. Dinner's at 7.
Heated pool.
That's vacation.
Very cool.
That is so
Jennifer, thank you so much. That was really, really educational. Thank you. Guys.